This is Chapter 4, Section 4 Notes, Day 2. The problem says a local cheesemaker is making cheddar cheese to sell at a farmer's market. The amount of milk used to make cheese at the price at which he sells the cheese are shown below. Write a function for each situation, graph the function. Is the graph continuous or discrete? So remember, continuous is all connected, discrete has a little gap between. So part A says 1 gallon of milk creates 16 ounces of cheddar cheese. So I start by making a graph. So the number of gallons of milk that I have and the amount of cheese that I'll make. So if I have 0 gallons of milk, I'll have 0 cheese. If I have 1 gallon of milk, I'll have 16 ounces of cheese. 2 gallons of milk will give me 32 ounces of cheese. 3 gallons of milk will give me 48 gallons. Okay, so every time I'm just multiplying by 16. Okay, so to get this as an equation, the amount of cheese would equal 16 times the amount of gallons. So C equals 16G. So then I have to graph this. So I just graph this table, 0, 0, 1 up to 16, 2 gallons went up to 32, 3 gallons up to 48. Okay, and I would then connect, because I could use a half a gallon, I could use 3/4 of a gallon, so I could use numbers in between here. There wouldn't be any gaps. Okay, so I would say the graph is continuous. Okay, this next one has to do with the cost. So each wheel of cheddar cheese costs $9. So I'm going to start again with a table, the number of wheels of cheese that I purchase, and the cost. So if I don't buy any cheese, it'll cost me $0. If I buy 1 wheel of cheese, it's $9. 2 wheels of cheese will cost me $18. 3 wheels of cheese will cost me $27. So again, I'm going to go ahead and say that the cost equals $9 times the number purchased, or N. So here's the dilemma. Will you buy half a wheel of cheese, or will the seller allow you to buy half, or like a quarter, or a 32nd? Chances are that at a farmer's market, they're probably going to just sell it by the wheel. So what that means is that your graph should be discrete, because they're not going to sell you half wheels or 3/4 of a wheel or anything like that. So you'll either buy 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? You won't buy halves or parts of a wheel, okay? So, number 4, graphing nonlinear function rules. So what is the graph of each function rule? So they tell you that this should be y equals the absolute value of x minus 4. So remember, any number you put in for the absolute value of x comes out to be a positive. So for example, x, and then you put your equation in the middle, and y. Because this is a standard function, it's not an application problem, I can use my standard numbers, -1, 0, 1, and 2. So then in the middle, I'm going to plug in -1 for the x spot. So absolute value of -1, minus 4. Absolute value of 0, minus 4. Absolute value of 1, minus 4. Absolute value of 2, minus 4. Okay? So the absolute value of -1 is 1, and then 1 minus 4 will give me -3. The absolute value of 0 is 0, so 0 minus 4 is -4. Absolute value of +1 is still 1, so 1 minus 4 is -3. And the absolute value of 2 is 2, so 2 minus 4 is -2. So then what I do is I just graph these. So I'm going to graph the point -1, -3, 0, -4, 1, -3, and 2, -2. And when I graph these, you'll see that they should make a V. All absolute value graphs are going to be V-shaped, so they come to a point. Okay, this next problem is y equals x to the second plus 1. Again, I can use -1, 0, 1, and 2 as my x numbers, and then I'm going to plug them in for x in the equation. So -1 squared plus 1, 0 squared plus 1, 1 squared plus 1, 2 squared plus 1. Now it's really important that you have these parentheses around whatever you're plugging in, because if you're going to use your calculator, it's going to need the parentheses in order to do the order of operations correctly. So when I plug in parentheses negative 1 squared plus 1, I get out positive 2. 0 squared plus 1 is 1. 1 squared plus 1 is 2. 2 squared plus 1 is 5. So then I'm going to go ahead and graph these. And these should be a little bit different than the V-shaped. These are actually going to be U-shaped. So anytime you have a to the second, you'll have a U-shaped. Absolute value is a V, to the second is a U.